Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Hood News on the Hood on Lock. Man, where do we fucking start? First off, I've said it in all my other videos. I don't want to do this to Buck. Man, I tell y'all time after time, I fuck with Buck's music. No cap. Like, I fuck with the nigga, you feel me? But dude, I wish he would just stop talking about this shit. Man, I'm sitting here listening to the video. I believe with Beehive of ATL and or wherever he's from, and shit, Buck, you know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up, right? I'm gonna go ahead and play a portion or a clip of the interview, and I want y'all to listen carefully. Listen real carefully. And if you don't catch it, you know I'm gonna tell you what you're supposed to be looking for at the end of the video. Buck, Buck, Buck. You make it hard for me to stay off your ass, homie. Here we go.
I saw the interview with Vlad where you talked about being catfish, man. Talk to
For
me
sure.
about how that impacted your career and
sure.
dealt with you mentally too, having to deal with that. Because I know you feel the pain from all of these extra folks got something to
Facts.
say about something. So how, first of all, mentally, how do you feel and how do you keep from going crazy as hell out here in these streets? Second of all, your career, you see what I'm saying? You out here trying to do what you need to do, but then you got that looming over you.
Facts.
And then third, it was a catfish. So you think to yourself, God damn.
What the fuck, right? I mean, honestly, man, I've learned from my mistakes. I don't blame none of these people. I laughed at a lot of this shit, just to be all the way honest with you, because it's like, damn, I really didn't know what the fuck that was or what it was. It wasn't no interactions in between me and whatever the fuck that is or whatever the case may be. It was just a learning experience, you know. It was one of them things where I feel like, I put myself in the wrong position at the same time for the people to be able to say and come up with some of the things that they did. So I started to, realize that if I allow this shit to affect me in whatever kind of way, then that's giving them more energy to feel like the shit, quote unquote, may be real or may be what the fuck the picture shows or whatever the case. I just honestly, man, allow myself to overcome the whole feeling of, shit, man, this shit ain't me.
Yeah.
But this is what the fuck it looked like. And
What
focus
went through
more on
your
the music.
mind when it hit the blogs and it just started going crazy and it grew legs?
Well, a good thing is Buck said he understood what it looked like, so he understand where everybody was coming from. Let's continue.
Honestly, bro, I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You feel me? Because at that time, I thought I was being set up in a robbery. I just knew it wasn't the same motherfucker that was in the DM, pussy squirting all over the place. Hold on. This motherfucker here was darker than the person that it was. I'm like, hold on, you ain't. So it immediately turned to me, grabbing my shit and trying to get the fuck up out of the situation and pay attention to the closet. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking a motherfucker finna hop up out of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
At that shit came out a year after from when it actually happened. Because when it hit the blogs, I'm like, damn. I remember me being in there.
Okay, stop. Let's stop right there. Buck said that the shit came out a year after it happened. So the transsexual, transgender, whatever you call it, recorded you a year ago, held on to it, and after they held on to the video, they released it a year later. If you guys go back to the phone call, right? That's why everybody kept saying Buck knew the transsexual before that encounter. The transsexual was like, "Why are you doing me like that? I'm tired of you doing me like this." And Buck wasn't saying shit like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I've never met you before. Buck wasn't saying none of that. He was pleading and offering money for the motherfucker to bring the shit down. So when the transsexual was saying, I'm tired of you doing me like this, meaning you've done it more than once. It kind of makes sense and it makes you wonder, did y'all continue to have a relationship for a whole year? Then when it went bad, that's when the transsexual got mad and put you out there? Because it'd have been more beneficial for the transsexual to put you out there when they recorded it a year prior because you was a bigger star, you was more hot, you was still attached to the G Unit name and brand. So if this was a catfish or was about money, why the transsexual didn't put you out a year before when it would have been more beneficial instead of putting you out there when, your career wasn't as great as it once was? You see where I'm going with this? Let's continue.
I remember the situation, but man, I didn't know it was, no motherfucking whatever they consider itself. So, at the end of the day, it was just a shock value for myself. And I was still amongst 50 at that time. So I immediately stressed out to 50, like, yo, bro, man, I had no motherfucking idea what the fuck that was. And he laughed about the shit and was like, man, don't pay that shit no attention. It is what it is. We gonna mash that shit, ain't nothing.
Oh yeah, and this just to show that no matter how much success or how much money you got, females as well as niggas who are entertainers or famous are thirsty as fuck. Buck out here just meeting up with random ass females off of IG or whatever he was on, just because they was sending pussy pictures and videos. Like that's all it took, my nigga. This nigga is out here robbing and killing niggas, and all it took was for a catfish alleged situation, alleged. See you some videos, some pics, and here's Buck running to the room, boy. You lucky that wasn't a setup.
But after our situation started to have its problems as far as in regards of business, then I watch him resort to using that against me when our issue was never built on that shit. He was the first person I called. Like, man, this motherfucker, hey, man, what the fuck was this? You feel me? Because I honestly didn't know how to handle this shit. Honestly, I'm trying to find the motherfucking, hey, man, even in regards to the phone call, I didn't call this motherfucker. I had somebody who was in the loop that was able to actually find the person's number.
Yeah.
And they were on the actual three-way of the call, quietly telling me what and what not to say and shit like that. So it wasn't really.
Oh, but no cap. You know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up, right? Did y'all hear what Buck just said? Buck said somebody else somehow got the transsexual number and called the transsexual on three-way with him on the line. So Buck is claiming he's never had the transsexual number. Buck is claiming he did not call a transsexual. So the whole recorded phone call was because somebody he knew allegedly called the transsexual on three-way. But then listen what Buck says after that. He said the person was on the phone quietly telling me what to say and what not to say. Wait, hold the fuck up. Let's think about that. The phone call is being recorded. There's no way three people can be on a three-way call and you mute one of the callers, but the other two can still hear you. This is not PlayStation. This is not a chat room. These were cell phones. Unless there's some technology I don't know about, if we all on three-way, if one of us can't hear the other one can't hear him either, man. That technology does not exist, from what I know, on cell phones. So again, listen to what Buck said, and I'm gonna rewind it and let you hear it again. Buck said somebody else called the transsexual on three-way for him, and somehow was able to communicate with Buck what to say and what not to say. But yet you don't hear this third person on any of the recordings. How is that possible? Buck, I like your music, but you know you fucked up, right? That shit don't make no fucking sense. I'm gonna let y'all listen to that shit again.
Situation started to have its problems as far as in regards to business, then I watch him resort to using that
Yeah.
against me when our issue was never built on that shit. He was the
Yeah.
first person I called. Like, man, this motherfucker, hey man, what the fuck was this? You feel me? Because I honestly didn't know how to handle this shit. Honestly, I'm trying to find the motherfucking, hey man, I'm a, you know, even in
Exactly.
regards to the phone call, I didn't call this motherfucker. I had somebody who was in the loop that was able to actually find the person's number.
Yeah.
And they were on the actual three-way of the call, quietly telling me what and what not to say and shit like that. So it wasn't really truly who the fuck I am
Yeah.
in regards to even being on the phone with the person. So it was one of them things where, like I say, overall, it's just been a learning experience for me to just realize.
Hey, and I want to add one more thing to that fact, though. If the person was telling you what and what not to say, the person told you to offer the transsexual a couple of thousand to take it down. What kind of fucking advice is that, nigga? If I was your homie, I'd have told you, let's go whoop this motherfucker ass for lying. That's what I would have said. I'd have been like, nigga, you ain't paying shit, nigga. Well, I wouldn't have been saying it because it's your pockets. But if it was me, I'm not paying nothing, nigga. Especially if you lying. I'm not offering nothing. I'm not giving nothing, nigga. You gonna stop lying on me, I'm gonna beat your ass. But that's me. And we all seen the approach that Buck took. So the person who was mysteriously somehow quiet during a recording on three-way telling you what to say, they told you to say the stuff about people who were down in the streets behind behind the transsexuals saying you was fucking with them. All that shit you said, the person on the phone was coaching you. Man, you need to fire that motherfucker, distance yourself from that motherfucker. But at the end of the day, I don't even believe that motherfucker is real. Let's continue.
That slippers count. You dig what I'm saying? And it can fuck you up if you allow it. You know.
Answer me this though, but where do you get the courage and the confidence to be able to stand tall through it all though too, man? Because I mean a lot of folks in those kinds of situations just say, you know what, fuck it, my career over. I'm about to go ahead and go to bed and I'll come back out later.
I don't understand them folks like that.
Yeah.
Honestly. It shit right there gotta be born. I mean, I come from nothing.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a blessing just to be able to get to this point where I've made it in my career. You know, fuck the ups and the downs. You
Yeah.
dig what I'm saying? It's
Hey, I want to say I agree with Buck on that part. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't stop making music. The nigga's tight. The nigga hard. Regardless of what his sexual preference may or may not be, that nigga is talented. But we can't take that from him. And if he is gay, bisexual, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean stop rapping. That don't mean stop doing your thing. Like, and I want to make that clear. I ain't got nothing against no gay niggas. That's why I still listen to Buck. You know, but Buck like. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he keep pumping that fire ass music. I'm gonna keep listening to it. I don't know if I'm gonna believe everything, but I'm gonna listen to that shit. Let's continue.
because all I see is more from where I've been at. So the courage, honestly, is the motivation. My children, God Himself. You know, I'm a God-fearing individual, and I know that. Shit, man, only God can judge me, man. I don't give a fuck what this person has to say or this person got to say or what. None of that shit means nothing because I've noticed about this rap shit in general. You dig? A lot of these dudes, man, they energy, man, in front of these cameras and on these microphones, man, it be one way.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when they get you in.
Yeah, y'all can go ahead and check out the rest of Buck interview on Beehive ATL, I believe. I just wanted to point out that fact, like Buck, man, you just need to stop talking about it, or just start being honest about it, dude. Cause when your story ain't straight, when it ain't adding up, we know something is wrong in the story. And I wasn't looking for nothing, but that story you just said, that make no sense. Again, if there's some technology I don't know about, please let me know. But Buck claims he was on a three-way call with somebody who was telling him what to say and what not to say, and it still was some wrong shit said. But that person was not recorded. That person was not on any other conversation. So I don't know if three people was on a three-way call, how one person could hear one person but the other person couldn't. Like, that's some new technology right there. But y'all go ahead and tell me what y'all think. Comment below. Make sure y'all fuck with me on Clubhouse. Make sure you fuck with us on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. Thehoodonlock.com is almost done. That's why I haven't been pumping out no videos. To be honest with you guys, y'all my folks, man. Y'all the hood. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I've been up to. Fuck it. I just purchased me a motorcycle recently. Can't wait for that motherfucker to get dropped off. It's being shipped to me. Um, besides that though, the main reason why I haven't been pumping out videos is because hold on y'all. This is my first blunt. I've been busy all day. I got a couple of apps that's coming out. One's a mobile tattoo app. The other one is the Hood Unlock app. And my developer, who's also one of my subscribers, he was my developer first, and he subscribed. I had hired him before I started doing this. But anyway, he's been having issues with fixing some of the bugs in the app for my mobile tattoo app, and he's having issues with the hood. Well, he's not having issues with the Hood Unlock, but because of the issues with mobile tat, he hasn't started on the Hood Unlock app yet. So all that's coming, and I got about two, three more apps, two or three more websites coming for y'all, and y'all gonna enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, without you, there's no me. I give me the bag, I give you the bag, and how you do that? By subscribing, liking my video, and once I blow up, YouTube pays me, advertisers pay me. When I get the bag, I share it with you. Give away money, prizes. Again, like I told y'all, man, this is my pleasure. I'm gonna keep saying this in all my videos because that's just how serious I am about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood, so I understand we need to eat, man. And ain't nobody out there doing nothing for us. You guys are watching all these other YouTubers. They showing y'all their houses, their cars, and shit. They got the right to do what they want with their money. But me, I'm a real giving motherfucker. Anybody that know me in real life know that. If I got it and I fuck with you, we gonna enjoy that shit together. And that's what I want to do to y'all, the viewers, because if for any reason I blow up on YouTube or Twitch or any of these sites, it's because of you, the viewer. Y'all helping me get money, so why don't I give some to y'all? You feel me? So let's go ahead and get me monetized. I have the subscribers already. I just need the watch hours. So watch my videos as much as you can, or even if you gotta turn them bitches on, put it on autoplay, put it on loop, and walk away. That shit gonna give me the 4,000 hours real fast. I'm not that far, and once I start getting paid, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, when I go live, I want to give away $100 to somebody, but I ain't hit 1,000 viewers yet. So y'all make sure not only when y'all subscribe, y'all turn on the post notification so y'all can know when I go live, and make sure y'all call in and fuck with me, chop it up with me. And somebody gonna get $100 or four people get 25. I'm gonna let y'all decide. And that's just the beginning. My goal is to be able to give away 10, 20, 30,000, 100,000 cars, houses, but I can't do that until you guys get me to that status. You feel me? And it's not that hard, and it don't take that long. Just make sure you subscribe, share, and like all my shit, and we gonna do this shit together. I'm Sin CEO Official, Mr. CPT, Mr. No Cap. This is the Hood News on the Hood on Lock. I'll fuck with y'all later, fam.